Inside Out 2 is a different experience for everyone. If you're an 8-year-old, you'll love the colorful design and the bright animation. If you're a teenager watching the sequel, you'll start comparing yourself to Riley. And if you're a parent, you'll also relate to the characters, especially Riley's parents. The scene in which Riley's mom's anger says, "Well, that's a preview of the next 10 years," is clearly there for adults who have been through the puberty experience together with their children. We all remember what it is like to experience puberty, a time that makes us overreact to the most ridiculous things. When Riley's mom is angry that her daughter hasn't packed yet, Riley screams, "I'm the worst." Her mom then takes a step back, and inside her head, her own anger emotion says, "Well, that's a preview of the next 10 years. Yes. Puberty is the worst, and teens are the ones dealing with it, but parents also suffer the consequences. I absolutely loved this scene. Did you? Let's continue with Frank and Dave, shall we? Two of the biggest kid stars are hidden in Inside Out 2. The eagle-eyed adult viewers were quick to notice their voices, though. To be able to catch this Easter egg, you'll need to watch Inside Out again, and then watch the sequel. Two of Riley's subconscious guards from the original movie make an appearance in Inside Out 2. These guards try to capture the emotions as they break out of the vault that anxiety put them in. The two guards are named Frank and Dave. The characters are named after the two actors who voice them, Frank Oz and Dave Goelz. In both the original film and the sequel, Frank and Dave are arguing about their hats. Frank Oz is known as one of the best puppeteers in American cinema. He is the voice and puppet actor for characters like Miss Piggy and Fozzie Bear from The Muppet Show, and Cookie Monster, Bert, and Grover from Sesame Street. Dave Goelz voiced Gonzo, Dr. Bunsen Honeydew, and more characters from the original The Muppet Show. Hopefully, they'll make a cameo in the potential Inside Out 3. There are also plenty of references to popular TV shows. As mentioned before, the original emotions, the ones we met in the first film, end up stuck in the back of Riley's mind after anxiety represses them. While there, the original emotions meet a bunch of other characters from Riley's mind. They meet Bloofy from a preschool show from when Riley was young. Bloofy breaks the fourth wall, just like Dora the Explorer and Blue's Clues. His friend, Poochie, then provides solutions to the problems, just like Dora's backpack or Mickey Mouse Clubhouse's Toodles. This clearly means that Bloofy serves as a nod to all those shows. As for his name, that's definitely a reference to Disney's Goofy. Now, let's talk about more sophisticated emotions. At the beginning of the film, anxiety says that Riley now needs more sophisticated emotions before she sends joy, anger, sadness, and disgust away. This is true. I mean, when we enter the puberty time of our lives, we often get new emotions as the old ones are a bit neglected. Anxiety explains this to the old emotions when she says, "Riley's life requires more sophisticated emotions than all of you." This made adult viewers think of their own experiences with puberty, and while we feel nostalgic looking back, we also know that this quote is true as puberty is challenging for most of us. So, did you catch the Final Fantasy reference? One of Riley's almost forgotten characters trapped in the vault is Lance Slashblade. Lance is from a game Riley and her friends used to play. If you take a better look at the character, you'll realize he's a reference to Cloud Strife from the Final Fantasy video game series. Let's continue with We Are Suppressed Emotions. Fear says this in the sequel when new emotions like envy and anxiety become some sort of leaders inside Riley's mind. The original emotions end up being locked in a glass container, and this not-so-subtle metaphor got a lot of adults thinking. Honestly, Inside Out 2 proved to be a very healthy film for both adults and kids. While watching it, most viewers started thinking about their own puberty, their kids' experience with puberty, their emotions, and their mental health. Last but not least, we have I'm anxiety. Where can I put my stuff? Anxiety is a very complex emotion, to say the least. When this character, voiced by Maya Hawke, first comes to the headquarters, she says she comes with a ton of baggage. And yes, she's carrying several bags and struggles to hold them. This is clearly a metaphor for the psychological burden that anxiety gives. This burden weighs you down. She comes out of nowhere. She's seen drinking energy drinks and she's all messed up. If you're anything like me, I hope you're not, you've known this feeling forever. And you know that anxiety in Inside Out 2 is perfectly depicted. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.